Hello, and welcome to TSG Foundation's Soul Inspired Teachings. Today I'm going to read another story from this book, Stories by Torkom Saraydarian, and this one is titled Teaching Children Admiration. And as we go through the story, you will see what the meaning of admiration is, and you will see how it really lifts you up and makes you look at life differently if you cultivate this practice. I have done this with my dad. My dad used to admire everything as we would walk. He would do the same thing to us. And I learned how to turn a stressful and bad day through admiration into something so much nicer. So listen to this story. If you have the book, read with me. It's on page 24. And I hope you're getting this book. You're going to love it. This book is so inspiring for just reading and uplifting, using as visualization as I have demonstrated, and also third, to use it as seed thoughts for meditation if you want to learn that practice. Okay, so let's read. Teaching Children Admiration. I had some children in my high school who were very critical and negative of other students. And it's not just children anymore. People are negative and critical of everyone, especially when they use social media. They really harm people psychically by using those negative and critical attitudes. I wanted to start them on the first lesson of admiration. So I took them to the mountains to hike. I stopped every quarter of a mile and admired something. Look at this flower, the 5 petals, the colors, the shape, the fragrance. Why is it so pretty and the fragrance so enjoyable? At first, they did not pay any attention. But when I persisted in my sincere admiration, they came closer and looked. Yeah, it is beautiful, they agreed. By the end of the day, they began to show me flowers, butterflies, insects, birds, trees, the sunset. After a few days, they learned to admire nature. Then one day, I directed their attention to their eyes, ears, nose, internal organs, and we admired these beautiful gifts. Then we went on to admire each other as a real game to find something in each person which we could admire. We found very interesting things to admire in each other. Many months later, I would often hear them say, "Do not hate him because he has good qualities too. Why do you criticize him? He has his own beauty." They talked to their classmates in this new and beautiful way. People who have admiration are the life givers of society. All great artists, scientists, politicians, and religious figures are great admirers. So here's my question to you. Why is it that people who have admiration are life givers to society? This is a great seed thought that you can take and just think about it and take it out as far as you can. It is so important and so beautiful. So let's do a meditation of admiration. And I tell you that if you learn to admire, just find something that you admire. It changes your whole inner attitude, your whole inner chemistry. It changes it. So you are going to change from your critical mind that criticizes everything to something that you will find that is so beautiful. But you have to be sincere about it. Okay, it's not just fake, oh, you're so cute. You have to be really sincere. So close your eyes, sit up straight, and let's put a nice smile on our faces. And the first thing we are going to admire is your choice of flower, the most beautiful flower. First, make in your mind what flower it is that you want to admire. And form it in your mind. Make it real. Use your power of imagination or visualization to make it real. Look at its petals and how they are formed. Touch them with your finger and see, how do they feel? How are they curved or pointed? Step back and admire its colors and see how the colors change from the outside of the petals to the inside. Come close and take a sniff and see what is the fragrance. Smell it again. Try to remember that fragrance. Now put that flower aside and let's go to admiring ourselves. Okay, you're going to just look at yourself. Now, this is where people's critical minds come up. I'm too big, I'm too little, I'm too old, I'm too young, whatever. Put them aside and look at yourself, the soul that you are, and admire something about yourself. The way you look, the way you think, the way you feel. I know this is going to be hard, but you can do it. Look at your eyes, your cute ears, your nose. Look how wonderfully your whole body works. And just admire yourself. And put yourself next to that flower that you first admired. Third, we're going to admire another person, whoever that person is. Think of that person and just admire them. Find something beautiful and say it in your mind, what you find beautiful. Use this process especially when you have a problem with someone. Imagine that person and think about things that you admire about them. Now let's together go somewhere absolutely beautiful, whatever that is for you. Mountains, oceans, gardens, and just walk through and just breathe deeply. Exhale. What a beautiful nature is given to us. And as we learn to admire nature, we will take care of it. We will save its life. Go back to that first flower you admired. Take a deep breath. Develop the virtue and the practice of admiration. Anytime you find yourself spiraling into negativity or complaints or problems, Just take a minute. And if you can't see outside or somebody that you can admire, just imagine these four things: a flower, nature, yourself, another person, and find something that you can admire. If you develop this habit, you will see how it will be the best tool you can have to solve problems. Thank you for being with me, and I look forward to seeing you again. Bye for now.